Yo, we made a podcast episode 225. Caesar and I are exhausted from this show. We are killing ourselves at this point. But we get juiced back up when Caesar brings out the Texas Longhorns shirt and glasses.
Not Texas Longhorns.
When Caesar brings out the Texas Longhorns shirt and glasses, you know it's real. R.I.P. Cedric Benson. Shout out to my boy Ricky Williams from my high school, Patrick Henry High in San Diego.
Shout out that wide receiver I hated. Was it Snead or something?
Ooh, was it Marcus Snead? He went to the Steelers, right?
I hated Marcus Snead.
He was a baller though.
Yeah, but I never liked like super skinny wide receivers. It kind of bothered me.
Was he like that?
He was like a pencil stick, and then he played for the Steelers. I hate the Steelers.
Yeah, I can never really rock with the Steelers like that. I feel like
that's a factory town team. I can't rock with the factory town.
You know what? Okay, let me stop because I start going off. Anyway, wait, who's that one receiver for the Steelers? He was from Ohio State.
Antoine Randall.
No. He was
Laveranues Coles.
Oh my god!
You want to know how to like stump a foreigner in America? Show them the name Laveranues Coles. They'll be like, "What the hell language is that?"
One of the fastest 40s ever. Damn, what was his name? Okay, Caesar, talk about something so I can look him up.
Cordell Stewart.
Stop it. He got in trouble.
Santonio
Holmes.
Santonio Holmes. He was a baller.
Yeah, but I didn't like him though.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel about Snead, whatever his name was, or Swede.
I feel like he was like trying to be a thug, and I was like, "Dog,
Santonio." I mean, his name is Santonio Holmes. It's kind of that's a real goon name, though.
Yeah. Anyway, episode 225.
Did he play for the Dolphins too?
Did he catch a seat? He went to the Jets after the Steelers.
Everyone that was supposed to be a good receiver and flamed out caught a season in the Dolphins.
No, he didn't. He went to the Bears after the Jets.
Oh, it must have been over after that. No way. I don't even remember him on the Bears. I don't remember Santonio Holmes ever wearing a Bears jersey.
Nor do I, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Anyway, what's the name? We made a podcast episode 225. We had Champions League today or this week. Gonna talk a little bit about Ansu Fati contract extension and a little El Clasico preview. Caesar, did you watch any of the Champions League games? What'd you watch?
I watched Real Madrid, and I watched Man U versus
Atalanta,
and also I watched Ajax versus BVB.
Random, and I love it. What did I watch? I watched PSG versus Leipzig, and I watched Barca, and I watched Man U. Let's get into it.
Who's Man City play?
City played Club Brugge, beat them 5-1.
I watched that. Yeah, I watched that too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because
I didn't even realize that. I think I was texting you about that. I did watch that.
Yeah, because I was asking what Jack Grealish did.
Yes, he did side pass nation. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't watch that match, but like I kind of came into it late, and then I was like, oh, let me see. I wonder if Jack Grealish did anything. No, but you're saying he did not.
No, Mahrez was like, I'm here, dog. Mahrez was putting in work. He's so good.
How crazy is it? Like they're trying to make it seem like Jack Grealish. Well, you like him, but
I like him, but like, you know me, dog. I can like a player, but like, I'm like, I feel like I'm harder on like some attackers when it comes to like them being like when I like them, because it's like, okay, but like you have an objective here, okay? And as a forward, if I'm up there and I would actually think about this, I would hate playing next to Jack Grealish. Like, I don't want to run all the way down this damn field, or I don't want to kick you a ball all the way up there. He had a credible play once we got the ball thrown up field to him. He was running one-on-one, and then he did his little out route again and kicked it to the side to the middle and like made it like a infinitely harder shot for Phil Foden. to kick it in, the brother Foden to try to kick the goal in. And I was like, come on, dog. Like, even if you like airball it, just do something with it. Like, toe bun to like Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo would do anything. Just get something cracking. Like, he never feels like someone that if he gets into, you know what it is? When he passes you, it doesn't feel like I don't feel like, oh shit, when I see it. Like, I don't think that. I don't think like, oh damn, like you messed up. Like, it's never like, gotcha, boom. Like, it's never like that. It's more like he's going to do this. And I know he's going to keep tight dribbling. And then he's going to like, you know, like that awkward FIFA pass where they kind of just side pass it. Like, he does that kind of thing. And the one time I saw him shoot, it was like the worst time. Like, people were falling around him and he just turned around and just yacked his leg. I'm like, nah, dog, like you had opportunities where you had shoulder hip position towards the goal and you didn't do that. So I think he's like, I almost feel like you're not supposed to be a winger. Like, you're not a winger. Like, I think he seems more like some kind of like deeper mid or something like that, or something like close mid. For a wing like Raheem Sterling, like, yeah, Raheem Sterling pass a beautiful ball, but Raheem Sterling will shoot a ball in there. Like, he'll get it cracking. And then they talked about Raheem Sterling's comments after, saying that, like, you know, I've always wanted to play in other countries. You know, like, I always want to play.
He wants more playing time.
He wants more play. I mean, when they got Grealish, it was like, why? Like, you would have one of the best left wingers in the world.
Well, also, yeah, I don't think that Grealish is a winger. I didn't watch him at Aston Villa.
They play him like that, though, hardcore.
Yeah, I didn't watch him play at Aston Villa, like maybe like one time. I
feel like I always saw him more central. I thought he was more of a central player, like a deeper cam or something.
Yeah, I feel like he's more of a cam because he wore number 10 at
he did
Aston Villa, yeah. And it's like, yeah, but like, you know, you got KDB there, you know, and Phil Foden, who's kind of like, he's not really a cam, but like he's more camish than Jack Grealish. You know, if you're putting him at the left wing, like, I feel like they're trying to act like he's better than Raheem Sterling, and he's just not. Honestly, well, let me just say, and also, if you're not going to score goals, then get assists at least. Like, you're not doing anything.
You know, the biggest detriment Man City's going to have is they're going to start relying on the right side of the field to create to be their scoring offense. And I think that's going to be a fault because no matter what, offenses typically go up the left side of the field because majority of players are right-footed. Like, the game is right-footed. And left-footed players take advantage of that, right? They make the way the ball is positioned, it's their angles that make it awkward and they're able to score and they're creative. They're going to be relying so heavy on the right side of the field to score that I think it's going to create problems when they move forward because it's not always like, usually like Real Madrid, it's always like 75% of attackers on that left. And like 35 is like on the right side where Rodrigo is or Asensio, because the left has always been the place where it gets a cracking from Ronaldo to Vinny. Like, it's always like that. And just teams always kind of do that unless they have a different format. But I just saw them pushing up that right. And I'm like thinking about myself, I'm like, I feel like that's going to be bad one day for them. Well, like, you're really counting on Mahrez to score like every single time. And that's what a real winger does. He creates these opportunities to score. Like, when Mahrez gets the ball, it looks like he's always ready. If you give him 2 feet, he's going to shoot it at the goal. I don't feel like that with Grealish. I feel like Grealish is just going to keep going down to the bottom of the touchline.
Well, that's a really good point because that's what happened against PSG. Literally. Like, whenever the ball went to Grealish, he just passed it back. And then when it got to Mahrez was trying to do something, but like he could, like, you can't do it all. And it ended up getting so predictable that like it just shut down the whole offense. Really, what they got to do is, I don't know if they're going to try to, I don't know what's up with Gundogan. Maybe he's hurt, but I don't know if they're going to try to like play KDB and Grealish together in the midfield, but you got to start Raheem Sterling. Like, I'm sorry.
I think so too. I mean, I don't even know why this is happening to him. I think it's kind of weird and whack.
Well, Pep hates black people.
Proven time and time again, but yeah, with Grealish, I don't think it's just not. I don't think that was the team to go for him to go to. Yeah, I just don't see it. Like, I would go ahead.
No, it's good.
I don't know. Like, when I watched them play, I've never watched a 5-1 game where I just kind of made that face after I did it. Isn't it weird? Like, they win 5-1, and when watching the game, I'm like, something about this moving forward just don't feel right.
You know what I think City did though? I think like getting Grealish was more of just like a flex. Like we're gonna get the big sensation English player, like because it's not the historic team like Man U or Liverpool, whatever. It's like
Yeah.
okay, we're just gonna get this guy because we can't, like we can afford it, and this is the new English sensation, and he's gonna come to the oil team. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it from just like a
What did you
business
say
person.
years ago? Like Real Madrid got Jovic just so Barcelona
Oh
does it?
yeah, literally.
It's one of those like flex moves.
Yeah, and it's a different reason, but
Yeah.
it's similar in the sense it's
But it's
like
like a flex almost though.
yeah, it's like okay, this is the big sensation. The whole country loves him. He except for like who's Villa's rival? Is it like Birmingham? Like a
Burnley. Come on,
perennial
dog.
a
Maroon
perennial,
battles.
yeah, perennial second division club. They're like, this is the guy that everybody loves. The oil team's gonna get him.
Yeah.
And you know, I get it from that perspective, but like it does make it hard because it's like, okay, you kind of got to start him and then he does nothing. But, maybe if Kevin De Bruyne gets hurt or something, then he can kind of fulfill that role, which I think he'd be better at.
I agree.
But yeah, they did win 5-1. I did watch PSG versus Red Bull Leipzig. I didn't take notes, but I did live tweet it, which is always annoying when it comes to the recaps because I don't have it in front of me really. Let me try to go on Twitter and kind of
Just why don't you read some of your tweets because it might jog your memory on certain moments.
Yeah, let me
except your emojis. Don't talk about your emojis.
Okay, first of all, literally you're hilarious because you're thinking like I'm saying coon and I'm saying raccoon. I'm not saying that.
Why? What do you mean by raccoon? What does that mean?
His name is Kun Aguero.
Yeah.
And I'm putting raccoon.
What's
emoji.
the meme of the raccoons doing when they're tap
the
dancing?
memes are different than the emoji.
Yeah, okay, dog. Nice save.
Okay, so I'm here at the thread. Okay, look, I look at everything. I'm watching. I'm an observer. They were in the tunnel, and like there must have been some noise or something because like Mbappe just like got spooked, but he was the only one. I'm like, you're so black for that.
It's so funny. I was gonna watch the game, and then I queued it up on my Paramount Plus because I actually just want to see that part so bad.
Oh yeah, it was in the beginning. Like they're just in the tunnel. They're just dapping each other up, and they're like, ah! And like Messi's right there. Messi didn't move. Like I'm like, what the hell did you hear, man? Like,
you're a crackhead.
I'm like, dog,
what did you tweet? You said like crackhead tendencies?
No. I said, what the hell just scared Mbappe in the tunnel, old jumpy ass.
Old jumpy ass. He reminded me of my old friend Anthony when we like touch his shoulder. He'd be like, oh.
And then Mbappe was dapping up Nkunku for the match in the tunnel. And he did the snap after they dapped, and I was like, I didn't know they did that in France after the, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they're 40 years late, yeah.
I'm like, okay, I didn't know y'all did that.
They're kind of real out there. All right.
There was I did say that I missed Sabitzer before the match because I do. I miss watching
it too. It's the wackest thing ever. You went to Bayern Munich. That's the lamest
like
thing ever.
Literally, like I hate Germany for that so much.
Me too. That's like the second time I've hated Germany. I hated Germany when I already hated them when Lewa and Mats Hummels went over to Bayern. I'm like, that's so lame. Seriously. But like now it's like, oh, this guy too. I'm like, can nobody have anybody on their team or what?
Well, also I'm mad at like the other clubs around the world. I'm like, dog, like you don't see how good this guy is.
Did they get it for like 19 million or something like that?
I don't know the price, but I'm just like, dog, like
he's a baller.
You don't see him. Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
he'd be better for Man City than Grealish would.
Caesar, don't get me started. Don't get me started, dog. Sabitzer, like every single time I've watched him play, like we've always said, with midfielders, you don't have to know who they are. They come to you. You're like, damn, who's that?
Yeah.
More than any position, generally. Every time I watch Sabitzer, I'm like the first time, like, dog, who is that dude? Like, he's a baller, yo. Like, what's going on?
I don't like looking up player names. I like when I'm watching a game and I'm like, damn, okay, let me look this guy. What's his name? Who?
Like literally.
Let me check the Google lineup real quick on Google. This guy's baller, dog.
That was a real one right there.
What did Google say the starting lineup is today?
He was on the bench too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Like, because when I see that, I'm like, damn, I love seeing a real good mid, because that's when I know that's a real talented soccer player. That's a true talented soccer player right there.
Seriously. Also, there was like a play that happened in the early part of the first half. And I'll say this. I feel like Mbappe, like, obviously Mbappe came from Monaco. He was so young then, though. Like, he was a
17,
baby.
right?
Yeah, he went to PSG. I think he was 18, right? Or I feel like he was
17.
18. Yeah, maybe 17. Very, very young.
Yeah, whatever. He was young though.
Yeah. So like, and we remember those days. That's whatever. At PSG, I feel like he's never really been in a system. And like, I almost feel like he's actually never been coached. Is that weird to say? Like, I feel like because I am an expert of PSG, I know PSG has never had a system in the 5 coaches they've had since Mbappe's been there. But I also feel like, we still haven't seen the best of him. And I tweeted, I was like, Mbappe is going to be a monster at Real Madrid, and I hope Zidane comes back to coach him.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Like, because there's still so much potential there. Obviously, we've seen, like, I mean, in this match specifically, like, Mbappe was, thugging hard. But a lot of that is, like, boils down to his individual talent and determination. But, like, to see someone like that in a real, like, system, like, playing systematic football, we haven't really seen that yet. And, like, I'm excited for that part.
I couldn't agree more. I think I get what you're trying to say with the haven't been coached. I would say in the last 3 years, Mbappé's had, 4 coaches?
25.
Who knows? A lot of inconsistent systems, a lot of inconsistent types of coaching styles. But never has PSG had a set identity, They've never had a real identity. And, like, even at Monaco, he was part of something that was, like, a stylish, because he played next to a lot of veteran players like Moutinho and Falcao. Yeah. And when they ran that 4-4-2, it was, like, perfect. This is your space here. When you get the ball, just go forward and score. And that was something that a 16-year-old, 17-year-old is going to thrive in, with that, especially when athletically superior as he is. That's perfect for him. Like, sure, man. Now he's at this another cusp, and the problem is that he's just been kind of given, like, before this team, at least, like, kind of freestyle mode. Like, okay, you have this whole center of the field, do what you want, unless Neymar's there. Then you need to adjust in this, and then it becomes situational. And now with Pochettino, and now with Messi, it's like, instead of over the years, we're just okay, he's been doing this 4-3-3 as a left wing for 3 years. Now let's just let him decide on where he's comfortable in the field and do what we want, and we'll adjust because the team is built around him. That's not the case. Now it's, hey, now hold back a little more. Don't go too far there. Don't go too far here. Stay here. We need someone in the middle. Like, it really is kind of stunting him. It's stunting his development. And as good as people think he is now, I think at a Real Madrid, where they would literally just go, hey, man, like, we like a good coach like a Zidane, or even Ancelotti, who knows, like, a good coach would be able to tell him, this is what we want out of you for being a 7 or whatever the hell you are on a team. This is what we want. Like, this is what we want to build towards. Our midfield is always predicated on this type of offense. We move the ball from this side of the field there. We switch plays. There's always going to be someone central, but our centrals for, like, Benzema, you know how he is. You play with him in the national team. He's a false 9, and whenever he wants, he's a true 9 when he wants to be 2. So the game is adapted towards you. He's gonna be a literally, like you said, a monster in that situation. It's not gonna be him thinking, oh, someone's gonna be my gap. The gap is gonna be his. Like, the space is gonna be his, and he wants that so bad. Every time he gets the ball, I actually kind of get anxiety. Like, I see, like, his feet gathering. Like, I'm like, he wants to, like, go so bad. And he's, like, in this weird position where he can, or it's awkward. I just feel like he's always doing so much, like, submission for others right now, and it's kind of like maybe he's into that, but it's just kind of like it just sucks to see because I want to see this talent flourish, especially after watching him for so many years now. Like it's a lot of years of watching. We've watched a lot of Mbappe games over the years, like a lot.
I feel like Mbappe, like whatever they say about him, I do feel like he's a player who wants to be coached and wants to play like not just be such a good individual player, but also wants to be like at the height of like a system. You know what I mean? Yeah. And for better,
like leadership too. I think he wants to be part of like a good like leadership, like I think kind of like how Ria has a bunch of like big captains or whatever. He wants that.
Yeah. Like he's a very determined player, but he's not like I gotta be the leader necessarily. I think he wants to be led.
Yeah.
What's the name? I think that I was gonna say he came in with Neymar to PSG. For better or worse, Neymar's not doing the system. Like that's a systemless type of player. Unai Emery, Tuchel, whoever gonna say like, hey, we're trying to do this. Okay. And Neymar's gonna do whatever he wants on the pitch. You know what I mean? So like Mbappe's not playing Unai Emery's game. He's not playing Pochettino's game. He's playing Neymar's game. You know, like the system is dictated by what Neymar is doing, and that's for better or worse. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily a bad thing. But once you go to a team like a Real Madrid, yeah, whether it's Ancelotti or Zidane or whoever, like the system is going to be put in place. Like you have to do it. You know, like this is what we do here. Like we all have defined roles. Like obviously, you know, when you're playing football, things get all crazy, but you know, we're not just having some guy that just drops back all the way back and just kind of do his thing and plays a, you know, it's not a team where you're just relying on individual talent, which we've seen with PSG's, you know, since Neymar's been, well, even when Zlatan was there, you know? So yeah, that tweet especially was like, you know, an excitement for the future of Mbappe. And I hate to say it like this, but when he gets on a real team.
Yeah. And this is coming from someone who is a fan of PSG. Like you watch a lot of PSG.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a fan, but I watched them. I was a fan when Cavani played. When Cavani's not
a fan now.
Caesar, I have no shame in saying this. No shame at all. When Cavani's at PSG, when Cavani's on the field, I want them to win. When he's not, I don't. I want them to be like, oh man, we lost because we didn't have Cavani.
They'll never think that, even if they fucking end up second division.
I don't care. So with Man U, I'm literally like, I want them to do bad unless Cavani's on the field.
So they were losing 0-2 when Cavani was on the field. So this is Cavani, and you're like, let's get this win, boys.
Yes. That's
to prove why you should not be putting anybody else over Cavani on that field.
Yeah, I just love Cavani. Like, that's it. I mean, I have other players that I love, but like, you know.
No, I feel you. But like I said, I agree with you. I think that was a good, like, he needs to, when he's on a team like a Real Madrid, or I don't think at Chelsea, but like a team like Real Madrid specifically, that's like, it seems like the perfect team for him. That should have been the move before. What we've seen before, they tried. It's been complicated, and it looks like they're about to come up nice because they're probably going to swoop up for even better for a really low transfer fee, which is free, which is nuts. So
I can't even like.
We thought it was already crazy about the Rabiot thing. That was crazy. We're like, come on, dog. Like, they're not going to get nothing for Rabiot, like at least nothing. But this is like astronomical. Like, you're losing hundreds of millies here, dude.
I can't even imagine like what the real life equivalent of that is. Like, what is it? Like, you would say like, oh, if somebody gave you a Ferrari, but it's like, not necessarily, because a Ferrari's not functional. Like, it would be like if somebody gave you like 10 cars and like unlimited gas card, and you can like change the car like whenever you want. So
it would be like if someone gave me like paid off all my student loan debt and like gave me like my pension while I'm alive.
No.
They just got me paid like forever. Like I just got this passive income forever. Like, that's a perfect situation.
Like you can't even like
it's hard to quantify.
Yes, like it's like somebody just like, okay, we're gonna give you this house that you like a lot. It's also like a 4-bedroom. So if you have a family one day, it'll still work. But we're also gonna like pay your electric bill because you got central air. We're gonna pay that for until you die. We're like
utilities included. Utilities included.
Yeah, like and then we're gonna give you like whatever car you want with unlimited gas.
Hey, and property tax. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like because like literally Real Madrid is gonna come up like no other. And Benzema's going to be good for like 3 more seasons.
Real Madrid is like going to come up and then have another good problem to do. What are we going to do with all these? What are we going to do with the wingers and stuff? They're going to have a great problem on their hands.
Oh, they're literally going to get rid of Hazard for like $10 and be like, "Oh God, thank you, please."
Hazard's going to be playing back at Anderlecht.
Oh, okay.
He should go to Lille like he came where he played before.
They do not need him. Okay, so let me go back to the match.
Yeah.
First goal was Mbappe. They scored on the counterattack. Although I do feel like Andre Silva was fouled right next to the box, right next to his own box. They didn't call it. It was a pretty obvious foul to me when I saw the replays too. But PSG ended up taking it down and scoring. I've been saying this for a long time. PSG is actually a counterattacking team. And I think I tweeted this at some point, like
absolutely.
Whenever they realize that, where's this tweet at? Why am I tweeting about Bolsonaro? PSG is really a counterattacking team. When they get over how unsexy it is to be a counterattacking team, they'll do better. but they're really a counterattacking team.
We should take Leicester notes.
Like literally, like dog, just do it. I mean,
that should have been their high. They should have got that Italian coach over there. What was that dude that they had? Leicester coach. He was Claudio.
Was it Ranieri? Was it Ranieri?
Yeah, Ranieri.
Yeah,
they should have got him as a coach of the Portuguese. He might have balled out for PSG.
Seriously. So they scored that. I always liked Angelino. I tweeted, I was like, I've always liked Angelino, but I don't know if he's actually for real good or not. Like I've seen him ball out, but I don't watch him.
That if you want to know who's on that account, that's the most Bam tweet of all time. Like I like this guy, but I just don't know if he's good or not yet. Like Bam is not. I rock with him. I'm just not convinced he's a real good player yet.
I've seen him ball. Like I've seen it, but it's been so I don't watch Bundesliga, so I've only seen it like randomly in Champions League. So I don't want to jump out the window to say he's
and give him your support.
Yeah. Now I'll jump out the window and say somebody's trash. Because I'm already done with Sancho and Jack Grealish. Your guys are already washed forever for me. But it was funny because like a little bit later, Andre Silva got his goal and Angelino had like a beautiful pass to him, like a beautiful through ball, like that was actually like in the box. Gorgeous. And I was like, okay, Angelino is actually good. Like I know for sure.
He was a Man City player.
He was. It's just, I'm like, you know what? It's just because Jordi Alba's kind of been there in Spain. Like he hasn't really ever had a chance to get called up for it, but I think he's kind of rugged. I think he's a ruffian. Ronaldinho was there at the match in Paris.
That's why he started tweeting about Bolsonaro.
I tweeted, I wonder how Ronaldinho feels about Bolsonaro saying he doesn't want to get vaccinated. Because for sure Ronaldinho's vaccinated.
I think he posted a picture.
Yeah, for sure he's vaccinated because he went to France and he's in that stadium. So for sure he's vaccinated. Bolsonaro, that's how they were talking about there's no point for me getting vaccinated. So why would somebody ask Ronaldinho? Your ass was in his party trying to ride with him. And then, okay, so I tweeted about, I apologize. I tweeted about Ronaldinho Bolsonaro. Then after that, I tweeted, Mbappe is so good. How's PSG going to let him go for free? Then I tweeted I'm going to read this tweet verbatim. Although I feel like we've talked about this before, but on the low, I think we were talking about Bolsonaro before the actual news media in America. I'm not even joking. Because remember, Ronaldinho was running for Senate in Brazil. And I heard about that. Screw it. We'll make the episode fast after this. I remember K Murray mentioning it on BN back then. They were mentioning it as a joke. I was like, oh, damn. So I looked it up. And I was like, oh, he really is running for Senate. And I looked it up. I was like, this is a story we can talk about on the podcast. And I remember saying, like thinking to myself, it's not always good to have professional athletes running for office because, they never went to school,
Yeah.
and not to say they're dumb or anything or they're bad people, but they're not, you have educated feet, but not necessarily like you didn't really go to school like that.
Yeah.
And then I looked up, who's this party he's running with? They're like, some whatever Patriot Freedom Party, and it's some right-wing party. And that's when I heard about Bolsonaro. I was like, look at this fool. Like, he's running with this guy who's talking about the Willy Bobo and chickens.
Ronaldinho has no idea what conservative politics means.
Okay, now see, I didn't go that far.
I'm gonna keep it real, dog. Any Brazilian that's watched a Ronaldinho interview knows that man's an airhead. Go ahead.
Oh, you ain't have to do him like that.
Ronaldinho dumb as hell.
Oh.
He's good. He's good for some smiles though, so it's fine.
This is true. Okay, so
think about it. They never post quotes from Ronaldinho. You ever see that? You ever notice that?
I mean,
there's always like quotes and other stuff like, "Oh, it's one of the best players ever," or "I enjoy playing with him." There's never any damn Ronaldinho quotes out there.
I wonder when the hell he got out of jail in Paraguay. Remember, he was locked up there for a minute. Anyway,
damn snitching.
He was locked up for a minute.
I didn't know. I didn't hear it. I didn't been locked up. Nope.
I remember looking up that hotel that he was staying in Paraguay. It's like the nicest hotel in Paraguay, and it's like $40 a night.
Oh, that's my kind of hotel.
It's so nice too, but I'm sure like half the shit's broken.
I might have to go see that joint.
I remember looking. I can't remember now, but
I might have to pull up on that joint.
Dog, it was really nice, and it was like $40 a night or something like that. And they were saying it's the nicest hotel in Paraguay. Okay, halftime 1-1. This is I'm not going to get into the whole match like this, but I'll say this. I mentioned in the first half, like we just never really see PSG play good football. There was a play. The ball went from Ander Herrera to Verratti. And I was like, holy moly. We just saw two midfielders touch the ball with distance in PSG. With PSG, if two midfielders touch the ball, they're right next to each other. This was a pass that was like maybe 15, 20 yards.
What?
From midfielder to midfielder. And it was so weird because I never think about that. But when I saw it, I was like, I feel like I never see that for PSG. I feel like I literally never see two midfielders pass each other the ball with like some distance. And it wasn't like, it wasn't like Ander Herrera's like up, down by Marquinhos. He's like a little bit advanced. He passed the ball over some distance to Verratti. And I'm like watching this. And I'm like, this has to turn into something. And it did not. And I'm just like, that's PSG football. Like, that's it right there. Like the normal things that happen for teams, that's like normal. When I saw it happen, I'm like, wow, like I feel like I've never seen that with PSG before. And because it was so rare, it didn't work. Because PSG is so used to now, so one of these players, Mbappe, Neymar, and now Messi, coming back to receive the ball, and or the midfielders passing to each other with such little space. Oh, let me shout out Draxler too. Draxler had a really good match. He was balling. Yeah, you just never see PSG play good football. Let me continue though. Here's a tweet. Nobody want to find Nuno Mendes a good barber in Paris.
You don't speak French, that's why.
Yeah. Find somebody that speak English, dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't speak English either.
No, he's Portuguese. Speak English. I said before, I want to see him and Danilo Ex Machina speak English to each other because I know they do. Okay, we had another goal. Beautiful pass by Angelino to Mukiele. I put Angelino, I'm sorry I doubted you. Really nice volley. Red Bull Leipzig was up 2-1 at that point. Right after that, Messi scores. Somebody from Red Bull Leipzig gave up the ball way back by their goal. Mbappe got it, gave a really nice pass to Messi. Messi, the first shot got saved, but then he followed through. 2-2. Then later on, there was a really, really, really soft penalty called on Mbappe, and Messi scored the penalty. It was a Panenka. It was a really nice penalty, but that was a really soft penalty. They did show Neymar's dad, who does look like Fat Joe.
No, he does not.
He looks like
That's such a weird thing for you to say. I looked it up and I was like, what is he talking about?
Okay, now Caesar, I'm glad you said that.
Like Fat Joe.
I'm glad you said that. Now, let me just say two things. I said an older, skinnier, but this guy hates me. I love it. I'm looking at Neymar's dad. He's up in the stands in the dark, kind of, with the wine glass.
He looks more like Manny Fresh than Fat Joe.
Caesar, you think Neymar's dad is over there talking about gator bows with the pimped out Gucci's?
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it a little bit if his dad was singing gator bows with the pimped out Gucci shoes.
Caesar, finish this line. Got a quarter tank of gas.
And my new E-Class.
And my mom's E-Class. And my E-Class man.
I love that ad lib on there so much. Like,
you finish this line. Hold on. Finish this line. Hold on. Got everything,
but I'm gonna shine.
No. He like Kanye right now. Got everything in my
mama name. But that's okay.
Da-da-da-da.
That Kanye video is so great. In the night. How could you be so heartless? How could you be so?
That fool was like, run away from her, baby.
He kind of stole your shit a little bit. Run away from me, baby.
Like literally, he's wearing that dumbass mask and it's like falling. He's like trying to adjust it. He can't even talk.
Street lights, calling. Be like tomorrow.
Okay, let me just say this since you brought that up.
I'm so down for the Kanye West like a retirement tour. I actually be more down to go to the Kanye show if I'm gonna go there and he's gonna butcher lyrics. That'd be the best show ever. He's just over there not singing them correctly.
Okay, I'm mad that I'm gonna say this right now. When he was on doing Runaway and he was messing up the lyrics, like for that brief second in there, I heard Kanye's musical genius because he hit a note in there that was like phenomenal. I was like that, like there was just like one little way he inflected his voice. I was like, that was actually really dope. I'm a like nobody's gonna like that. Don't matter.
We have no idea what this man is talking about.
But there was like the way I can't remember. I'm gonna go back and listen to it later. But I was like, damn, dog, like that was actually really good. But you're still
just
crazy.
set this podcast back 100 episodes.
And that white person mask he's wearing, and the one that, I'm like, dog, that's what he wants to be right there.
Oh yeah, when that was a Dickies jacket, I'm like, yeah, this is
Like
this
that,
is
like
dream.
white thing. I'm like, that's who you want to be in your real life. What's wrong with us? Okay.
7-minute episode show. You lied to me.
It's your fault. Okay, so 3-2 after Messi's penalty.
Oh my god.
Later on, somebody else won a penalty. I forgot. Somebody won a penalty. I want to say it was Draxler. I can't remember.
Hakimi.
Oh, you're right. Hakimi won the penalty, and Messi let Mbappe take it.
Penalty of all time.
Which one?
It was the one where like he like
sliding. The dude was sliding.
Yeah, he like it was just weird. Like he got the ball first, then the contact hit Hakimi after. I'm like, that's ball first though.
And what?
Hakimi, he didn't believe either. His face was like,
okay, Caesar. At first, I thought it was a penalty, but when I saw the replay, I'm like, dog, he hit the ball first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can't stop his momentum on the slide. Like the momentum, you can't stop yourself. So and also he kept his heels down too. Like it wasn't like an egregious ball first.
Caesar, what's funny? I feel like literally we're the best soccer people in the world. You know what's unfair? Because I do think if somebody slide tackles and they hit the ball first and they hit the man, it should be a foul. But that should be if you're going into the player.
His direction.
He's going to the side.
Yes,
so that's different.
I know his intention wasn't to get body contact because his slide was premeditated before Hakimi get there. Yeah, he's trying to go and avoid as little contact as possible. No, if you're coming to score a goal and I head to head you on a slide tackle or I perpendicular take you out, but I get the ball first. No, that's a penalty. That's not fair. Yes. You gotta allow me to still take my steps as a person on this earth. You gotta allow me to walk on the earth God made first. You feel me? You can't just take that away.
Oh, that was kind of a bar. Hold up. That was kind of a bar. That's the episode. That was a bar. That was a bar. That's the name of the episode. No way. Ceez with the bars. Okay. That was a bar.
I'll clip it later. Yeah, you gotta allow that because once you hit someone, but if you go the same, if I'm dribbling and you come from like a cute angle from me and you meet the ball first, but you still hit me after, that's fine. You kind of barely ran along with me. The momentum's going to happen, but you got ball first as little as contact's problem. Like it's Hakimi's fault too, because once he had the ball, his intent to go towards the goal was very slow and awkward. Like, no, that's not a penalty, dog. I'm not going to give that one.
Like this whoever was making that slide tackle, like his feet and momentum is going to the touch line. It's not going to Hakimi. But once again, if the momentum is going to the player head on and you make contact, even though you hit the ball, that's a foul because like Caesar said in the bar. But if you're literally trying to block the ball and you're going perpendicular with the player and your feet are literally going towards the touch line and you get ball first, I don't care if he falls down.
And what's the best slide tackle? When they did that, when they hit you from the side-ish, they go side along with you and they go like this, and then the ball ends up like in their chest, like stomach area, and they get up and they're able to get up and because they're able to cradle the ball with their body. Like that's the best slide tackle, right? When they do that slide tackle that kind of cradles the ball into them and able to just kind of get up and dribble with it. That's the best slide tackle. Not when someone's running here and they up in someone, they flip over like it's a damn football tackle. No, that's like dangerous and not right. Like that's not fair. Once in a while, you're taking away the earth that God gave them. Like you can't do that, dog. You're allowed to walk on there, okay?
That wasn't the line. So that wasn't the line. I was hoping you didn't try to do because you were gonna forget. I knew you were gonna forget. That was not the line. Anyway, but no, we did explain it. And Caesar got the Texas Longhorn joints, and please go clip that bar you had.
I will do it.
I remember.
I remember it.
No,
You can't take away the earth that God gave you to walk on, right?
Jesus Christ, that's even worse. Okay, anyway, so that was not a penalty.
No. The longest PSG recap ever. Please go.
Definitely not. And what's his name? Messi let Mbappe take it, and Mbappe shot it over the bar. I'm gonna blame it on fatigue.
He was playing good that game, though.
He did. He played amazing. He played amazing.
I felt a little bad for him, but it's all good.
Yeah, whatever. And I did see some. What's the name? One of them dudes on ESPN FC was saying that PSG would be better off without Neymar.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally disagree with that. Okay, Caesar, that did go very long.
He should have just said PSG be better without Messi.
Yeah, you know what? I almost went off right now, so yeah, I will leave that alone. Okay, Liverpool did very long. It was worth it though. It was worth it because we got a bar out of you.
We did.
No, yo ass tired having a bar.
That took a lot of brain power. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I think your bars come with less brain power.
I'm not gonna keep just getting attacked on the show. It's just not really.
You know what? On the low, I feel like if we get you like really tired, like keep Caesar up for like 19 hours and then just make you freestyle, you might come with some shit on the low. You might come with some heat. Just
when I land after a flight to like cross country, just let me start going freestyle.
No. You're gonna land for the flight and stay up for another 11 hours. And then yo ass
nap Ceez.
No. Yo ass gonna, because you're gonna be mad too. So it's just gonna be aggressive.
It'll be my first song I ever record right there.
Oh God, I'm actually kind of down to do that, but I don't like to see you suffer.
Sure you don't.
Okay, so
I'm like mad that the time I saw Kanye live, he didn't do that on the mic. Skibbity bop bop bop. Run away from baby. I'm like, damn, that's kind of way harder. Can I get that version?
What's the name?
Does it dance?
You know what's funny? Literally every time I hear that song or like think of it, like I think of Bare Your Soul because that's the beat I use in there.
Of course, one of the best intros you've ever constructed.
It was kind of hard.
Okay. Original YouTube Ripper.
1000. What's the name? Liverpool beat Atletico Madrid at home. In Madrid, 3-2. Pretty big deal. You did watch Ajax beat the dog crap out of BVB 4-0.
Yeah, Holland literally like he was having a frustrating game, but he had two like damn near one. I swear, when you play goal against Holland, you must have like messed up hands after. Like the goalie saved some that I know. That goalie, he was breathing hard when he saved those because Holland, when he kicks the ball, he does not kick it for finesse. Like he only booms it. And he had one go over the cross, hit the crossbar, and he had a look on his face like sometimes it's not going to go in, dog. It just wasn't going in. But yeah, Ajax was balling. Ajax has really good like passing offensively. You'd enjoy watching them play, like especially recently. They play really good. Like their midfielders are really talented. They have some 18-year-old dude named like Granovac or something like that. He's like 6'4", 6'3". He's really good, dog. Like he has soft feet. He's a really good player. And of course, I keep talking about him. The guy who took David Neres' position, now certified bench David Neres. Anthony, that young Brazilian, he's so good. Scored a mean goal too. He's really good. The little guy. Yes. So yeah, X1. Yeah, the original scat man, Kanye West right there. Kanye West want to be in Blue Man Group so bad. Like he'd love to do that.
I'm gonna make that the picture for the episode too. Okay,
can I just take his head and put it on a soccer player.
Who was bleaching? Was there anybody else bleaching? Oh, Traore, but he's washed now.
Can I just take Kanye's the mask head and put it on a player?
What's the name? Actually, it kind of looks like Mbappe. You can put it on Mbappe. It kind of looks like him.
Yeah, that guy does look like a turtle.
What's the name? Barcelona did win their first
Yeah, what was the score of that game?
1-0. PK scored on a
Who they
cross.
play?
Huh?
Who they play?
Dynamo Kiev. Yeah, they got their first shot on targets today, and they got their first win.
Ben doesn't want to bring it up. He wants to talk about all these other teams that don't matter. Big Real Madrid.
Okay, well, can I get there? Can I get there?
Come on, dog. This is a 40-minute episode. Come on.
That's your fault.
It's a 30-minute PSG recap.
Caesar, you're talking too. You swear?
Oh my God.
Okay, Caesar, go ahead. Talk about Real Madrid.
Announce it properly for me.
Who? Which one?
The okay, whatever. Real Madrid beat Shaktar 5-0.
Caesar. First of all, let me just say this right now. I don't know what's going on in soccer media all the time, but the best goal of the year is going to be Vinicius Jr.'s goal. Okay, Caesar, can I keep it a stack?
I would love to hear this. I thought you were hating at first, but go ahead.
Well, that's because you have an evil heart and you're just negative all the time.
I have a broken heart, not an evil heart.
Okay, well, I didn't break it. I'm trying to love on you. What's the name? I'm not even joking. Like, I racked my brain. I've never seen Mbappe score a goal like that.
With his left foot.
No, ever. No, I'm talking about Vinicius Jr.'s second goal. Like, that individual in the box thugging, I've never seen Mbappe do that. I've never seen Mbappe do that and score a goal.
It's only a few players in the world, and we know who those players are, who, when they get in the box, they actually look even more relaxed than they do outside the box. When he gets in the box, it doesn't look like I said it earlier about Mbappe. When Mbappe kind of gets the ball, I get like a little bit of anxiety. Like, it feels so eager to like get it cracking, like speed and like my foot, like fast twitch. Like, but with Vinicius, it looks like he's almost like flat-footed. Like, he's just kind of like chilling. Like,
you know the difference is too. You know what the difference is? Vinicius Jr. is Brazilian.
Dead ass. Honestly, dead ass.
Like, it's because he's Brazilian.
Like he was born for this. Like, he was literally bred for this joint. And the culmination of Vinicius' evolution has hit the point where you see right now, as soon as he's able to do something at the end of all this, it becomes another level. And I really hope everyone that used to tweet, especially managing Madrid, about how much better Rodrigo was than Vinicius, really can just recognize games like this again. Like, recognize moments like this. Like, this is what separates Rodrigo and Vinicius. Rodrigo's a good player, like a very good player. You sleep on him, he'll punish you. He has a good foot. He kind of really reminds me more of like almost Fati does. Like, Rodrigo and Ansu Fati have like that good foot. They can like kick a nice ball in, and they have like able to make a little bit of space. But what separates Vinicius Jr. from Ansu Fati and Rodrigo is that they're in this other tier. There's another gear they don't hit. Like, you don't even realize when Vinicius is running full speed or not. Like, until it happens, you're like, oh my God. Sometimes you're like, Jesus, dude, okay, hey. Like, it comes out of nowhere. He has phenomenal stamina. He looks really comfortable. And now that you can see these shots going in, he's like, oh, Bam already talked about how I don't have a strong foot, but let me learn how to have a finesse shot. And that right there, that left-footed kick around, especially like I've seen people like right-footed kick a ball in with the left foot. Let me keep you going, please. Thank you. I'll let you talk about PG for 4 days about your dumb tweets. So anyways, he gets the ball on his left foot, and then like it like curves around the goalie. It was beautiful. And I remember I stopped. Like, when I watched it, I was like, even as a coach, I'd be like, why did we get Hazard? Literally, why did we get Eden Hazard? Why, Bam? You can come back now.
Caesar, first of all, I'm done with you capping about my statements.
What are you gonna do about it?
I said initially from jump, the day I discovered that Vinicius Jr. does not have a strong foot, I said he has finesse. I said that.
You never said that. You never.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Let's not do this. I'm not gonna let you do that.
And also, I just want to say this for the record too. Whoa, Caesar has done a lot of. Caesar has tried to act like I hate on Brazilians and I hate on Black players. So let me just say for the record, this is the second time.
Your comeback is you don't. Is that your sentence?
This is the second time that I've said that a player would be better. I mean, that a player is better than another player simply because he's Brazilian. I said that about Neymar.
It's an anti-Black statement. Go ahead, though.
What? I said that about Memphis Depay and Neymar. And also that I am giving this much yeah, you look funny over here. And I'm also giving this much props to Vinicius Jr. for this goal. Him a bleach for this goal, because that was incredible. And like, I did not see the explosion that it warranted, because that was crazy. I was like, that's like, come on, dude. I don't care who you did that against. Like, Shaktar beat Real Madrid 2 times last season. Like, now Vinicius Jr. are mixing up 6 players. I gotta watch it again.
I just watched it right now too. And it was crazy because at that time I had gotten up and I was like, I'm gonna get me like a little snack real quick. And then I heard them moving the ball up the field. I was like, well, let me come back. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, so you missed
just scored 4 minutes ahead of time. Like, it was like 41 minutes, the other goal. He just scored. I'm like, oh, that's Vinicius' goal. We're good for the day. I'm like, damn, another one? Yeah, he's just so good. It's another level. Like, it's funny because it's like, this couldn't be a worse time for Eden Hazard to be injured and broken and damaged, because it's like, since you've arrived, Vinicius only got better and better to the point, why would you ever start Hazard? Look how good Vinicius is right now.
Yeah. Oh, I want to ask you too. How did Ferland Mendy look? Because I didn't watch the game. How did he look? Because this is his first match back, right?
He looked good. Like, I have nothing bad to say. He looked pretty good. He got lucky too. Not real lucky, but he's going against Marlos on that side of Shaktar. That dude's mad slow, so he didn't have anybody like kind of really like pressing him and testing him on that right side. He looked pretty good. He was just kind of warming up, and I think Alaba did a really good job today of kind of playing that support, like really backing up and helping reset. Alaba is like, as once again, big shout out to Alaba for playing that left back for Real Madrid, and then as a center back, he looks great. Like, he honestly looks very like Nacho-esque, like on that center back, because he's not the biggest stature, but he doesn't make a ton of mistakes. He never really, have you ever really seen him do a very gamble defensive play? No, he's very calculated. He only like fouls when it's like a needed foul. So you can tell he's very much a leader and very posed. So he did a great job of just kind of like being able to be support right there with Benjamin Mendy. I think they get along great on that side. And it's like that the lefty connection is really good for them to work too on that left side of the field. But yeah, they look good. And I think he looked like he's just kind of getting like a little bit of his like swimming legs out of him, but he looked fine. Like, I think like honestly in 2 weeks he's going to be like back to what he was.
Nice. Hopefully he gets to start in the Clasico, because obviously we've been the ones that, you know, whenever managing Madrid was hating on him, I'm watching this dude. I'm like, I think this is the best left back I've ever seen. Like,
it was weird. And they kept hating on him and he kept scoring too. It's funny. Remember his right foot goals?
Yeah. Well, also just his play with his right foot. I'm like, I mean, I remember saying this specifically, like, I've never seen a left foot. I mean, obviously I haven't been watching football for 30 years or anything, but like, you don't see left-footed players that are that casual with their right foot. Like, he would just be casual with it.
Yeah. And he got subbed off in like the 60th, 70th by Marcelo. So it was cool to see Marcelo back too. Marcelo looking nice and chunky and slow. And I'd be happy to see him. That's just like seeing family out there. I don't know. He deserves that. So it was cool to.
Vasquez started at right back.
Yeah, Vasquez started right back. Vasquez did really good. They played good. Honestly, the team played really good today. Shaktar looked like they really didn't have a ton of answers or what to do. They did look like they were missing that big man in the middle. And they didn't really have any like facilitating work moving through. And The only guy that was kind of gangsters that Marlos dude is just the only goon they have really on the team right now. But yeah, the Real Madrid played phenomenal. Nothing to complain about. And of course, Benzema balled out too at a goal.
Yeah, that was the first time that Modric, Casemiro, and Cruz started too.
Mm-hmm. Casemiro I thought almost got injured earlier in the game, but he was just doing that
Marcelo thing from the PSG match.
Yeah, for the peoples.
What's the name of Vinicius Junior goal? He was thugging out 5 Shaktar players.
It was a lot of orange jerseys getting passed it up there.
I'll say 6, and because I have to include the goalie, because it was near post too. So it's like, dog.
Look at this again.
1, 2 step overs.
Bam. Like go back to like that replay on like 16:10 or whatever, 16:20. Just like look at his pace on there. Like it's very like shoulders chilling, like body movement very comfortable. And instead of like arms out and like thinking of like what to do, it's like just arms down. His hands are like on his knees almost. He's just arms down, very comfortable and slick moving around, like almost running on the heels of his feet, like his back feet. Like what talent, like. And he's getting this close to the goalie box, and there's no stress. Like when I get that close to a goal, like a goalie's box, I'm like thinking like, oh man, like I gotta get this in there now. It's just like, okay, like
yeah, you're thinking the guys are gonna collapse on you, but like
some people feel as if they get closer to the goalie gets bigger and the box gets smaller. It's almost like it's like, oh, the goal's getting bigger, which it is. Like there's even more place for me to kick it now. I can kick it anywhere, and I don't have to kick it hard. I can just kind of finesse it.
Literally, like that goal is just like you don't see that level of individual play very often. And I've seen Mbappe score some amazing goals, but like I don't feel like I've seen Mbappe get past like 3 people like that and then score. I've seen Mbappe mix up one. I've seen Mbappe like break ankles on one and then like mix up number 2 and then something happens. But like what Vinicius Jr. did on that play was like, that's like that next level, dude. And honestly, I feel like at this point, like in my mind, I'm like, do I have to start comparing Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe? Because like Vinicius Jr. is going to start scoring goals and like being somebody who's like, you know, comfortable, kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna put in my mind the goal and assist record for Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Although I do feel like Mbappe had a jump, like he's been at that level more than Mbappe's been at that level more than Vinicius Jr. because Mbappe's bitch played more. But I don't know, dog. I seen that goal and I'm like, damn, dude, like Mbappe, where you at, homie?
It's crazy. Come on, dog.
Yeah, where you at, dog? I don't know, dog.
Like,
sorry, dog.
This guy.
Hey, they got Mbappe they got Messi for a reason, dog. Like, where you at? Maybe they didn't think he's that good, dog. I don't know.
They brought in Eden Hazard, and Vinicius said, "And what? And what? What is that?"
I ain't seen Mbappe do it to 4 dudes. I seen Vinicius Jr. right there. Like Mbappe.
I'm looking at it right now. It's like literally, it's like the whole field has literally Rodrigo's just staring at him like in awe. Like he's not even like getting ready to get a pass. He's just like, oh, he's about to get it cracking. Like he knew. Like I'm looking at this play and the replay. Rodrigo's just standing there like he's gonna get this. Like damn, like that's when you know someone's elite, when you're just like, oh yeah, he's finna score. Like it's over. Like I'm not gonna call for this ball. I'm not interrupting this.
Like Caesar, dog, you're literally watching a dude take on one player. Okay, he mixed up that first guy. Like, that's fine. A lot of players can do that. He fake shot the second guy, and a lot of players can do that. But then to put it near post, and there's a defender and a goalie with his left foot, like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, you're doing something, like, kind of incredible right now, dog. Like, where you at, Mbappe? Oh, damn, I was like, what the hell? I thought my computer messed up.
Because when you look back,
it's funny. Like, it's really choppy for me because I feel like
it'll be clean on my recording though. But like I pause it here and look how far wide he is from the goal.
Yeah, dog. You're not supposed
That's
to be
off angle. He's right-footed.
There's no deflection.
There's 4 people around him.
There's no deflection.
The goalie's on the correct side of the field. Granted, goalie's a little late. Like he's a little late because that back foot is still kind of back there. He's not already ready. But I mean, it is what it is. Like what's transpired is already too late. Like you can't really be ready for that to come up to you.
Yeah, and even the goalie has to watch, like, the goalie's looking at him, but he has to be prepared for like a cross or something too.
Look at Rodrigo. Rodrigo's like, yo, this is done. Like Rodrigo's
and even Rodrigo, like they're going to be prepared for a deflection or something,
Mm-hmm. They're in the right spots.
Yeah.
He's over here. And then he's
like, come on, dog.
Like, this is so deep.
You're like, yo, dog, like
this is so deep. He's still in a position where it's like, no, he's not going to score this. Like,
yeah,
there's no way. Like, this is the goalie's at the perfect spot. Like, perfect.
Like, you can't score from there.
Old Vin does that. Taking 15 years to register how he's going to kick it. And it's too late. Remember, we'd be like, oh, the baby. Like, oh, he tried. It didn't work out.
Is that he also dribbled it with his left foot. The last dribble is with his left foot.
It wasn't like right foot bring up to the left foot. Put that left foot right there just to kick it again. Because when he does that fake right-footed shot, other people who are right-footed would just shoot after the tap to the left.
Yes.
He takes another left-footed tap and then goes. That's true two-footed control right there.
Like, that's next level, dude. Like, when you can dribble tight with both feet, like, honestly, you don't see players do that. Like,
and then at that final part at the goalie literally has no idea what the ball is. His hands are down. The ball is circling up. He literally throws the arm. He has no idea. Like, he's just literally praying he puts a body part on it. Like,
seriously.
Oh my God. What a play. Like, deserve. Yeah, that was unreal.
I get this mess off my screen.
Unreal.
But yeah, 5-0 Vinicius Jr. I'm looking at him and I'm looking at Mbappe. I'm sorry. Mbappe led the league in goals. That's cute. But damn, dog.
I don't know about that. I'm not gonna really do that with you. I'm not gonna ride that with you. But I'll say this because
I like that.
I'm gonna give Vinicius his props right now. It's only October. He's already passed his career numbers in October. You get love for that. Like, that's incredible. We got a long season to go. I'm excited to see how his development goes. And yeah, we'll see what's up. And Vinicius, big love on that goal in 5-0. Phenomenal place by Real Madrid.
Yes. That was your 40-minute Real Madrid.
No, we're even.
There we go. Barca beat Bayern. There was another match. Man U Atalanta. Man, what are you gonna do, man? You literally, like, dog, Caesar, like, I just don't understand why they hate Ronaldo so much. Forget the game-winning goal. Can we just forget that for a second? I seen this dude, like, before that game-winning goal. Actually, let's not forget it, because that game-winning goal, he jumps up, it's at the end of the match. He's getting set and he's exploding up in the air and contorting his body and heading the ball into the net, being challenged. Demiral's huge. Whoever else is there is big dudes. And actually, Demiral actually got ups. Before he scored that goal, where his header goal, like, I seen him jump up and clear balls. Like, damn, he kind of got pretty high. Damn.
A little bounce there.
Yeah.
Ronaldo taught him that at Juve.
Probably. He was like, this is what you got to do to get boosties. Forget that goal. Honestly, I was about to tweet that out. Like, can we test this man? Like, how?
Come on, dog. You can't teach ups, dog.
Before that, Ronaldo ran from his own 18 all the way down chasing dude and didn't make a defensive play on the ball, but forced the ball to be cleared out, like, out of bounds. Though. Yeah. Like, it wasn't like he deflected the ball, but it was like
he was there.
His pressure made the ball go out of bounds. And not just like jogging, he sprinted down chasing the ball all the way down to like where like the 6-yard line is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to the commentators, so I don't know if they said anything. I kind of doubt it.
They did actually.
Okay,
they said that like he was like, that's crazy that like Ronaldo came from a defensive side, ran across that field to get this play done. I'm gonna give credit to your dog for this. I'm gonna give credit to Cavani for this because actually a couple plays before, now you're listening, right? A couple plays before this, Cavani subs in and he passes the ball to Jadon Sancho, who like kind of looks kind of mirrored with the ball, like and kind of like loses it a little bit and then kicks it forward, like kind of loses it. And Cavani, who passes him the ball, sprints past Sancho and like, oh yeah, you're not gonna. And then Sancho's like kind of running towards the defender. Cavani like towards the defender and like knocks it and makes it a throw. And I'm like, oh my god, what? Okay, we need to get Bam off the show. Bam's protesting. This is a protest by Bam.
This is my Kanye moment.
You look like one Shakespeare. You look like a Shakespeare character somewhere now. That should be your DJ outfit. Put some headphones over that.
I think I will.
Just put some headphones right there.
The headphones just in the back, but this thing is really hot.
Well, it might be cold that night. Anyway, so yeah, like, and I'm sure when Ronaldo is, he's like, he always gives that aura of like he likes how the field is, like how the game's going, and he probably saw that and was like, oh, we turn it up, like, because he's down for that, and it was just like, I mean, I made the joke in the text in the group chat, but it's like Cavani comes in the field in the game, like the momentum, the attitude changes to the team, like, yeah, Rashi's out there, it's like, and then Ronaldo is like out there surrounded by a bunch of young dudes. And it's like, okay, like who's going to give me the ball? I'm playing this CR9 thing. What's going on? But when Cavani's out there, it feels like we throw away that and we become about willing something to happen. We got to, if we're not going to get this, we're going to will it into existence. And he does it. He maybe Cavani's a big manifester because that's what really happened to the team. It seemed like they manifested this effort to make it happen. And it's the second time I've seen them together, where the last time was that 95th minute goal that Ronaldo had, where it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. After the game, they was talking ish saying like, oh, well, we know Ronaldo's the kind of guy where he doesn't play really good with the team, but he's good for a goal. So we leave him out there with the goal. I'm like, I don't know how you can make these statements and sit there with your fat face and say that kind of stuff. Like, that's really cool. You want to say that, but you never did that in your career. I remember you playing, Jamie. You never did that in your career. So how can you talk about how you fit on a team and a goal? Last time I checked in soccer, you don't get goals for playing defense. You don't get goals for passing it. You don't get goals for getting yellow cards or that. You know how you get a goal? By scoring it. And you know what determines the win of a game? Scoring a goal. That's how you win games.
Well, also, it's not like he passed the ball to himself. Like,
no. And he did a team effort. But like I said, at the end of the day, if Ronaldo is so whack, but all he can really do is score a goal, how do you win games?
Well, also, like, did he forget that he ran down the whole other side of the field?
He wanted to be on his hater train because that halftime report, they was ripping Ronaldo and ripping him. And another time again, it's like, this is Ronaldo's career where he just has to keep shutting people the hell up. And I'm sure he knows that. My career is just shut up. Like, everybody wants to say something about me. Oh, I'm arrogant, this and this, but look at the rings. Look at this. Look. Oh, I'm arrogant. Yeah, but 95th minute, who's running harder than him? I ain't never seen Messi sweat like Ronaldo in my life.
Well, also, it's like, dog, like, what, like, if you're gonna criticize anything, criticize the formation. Like, this 4-2-3-1 is just garbage, dude. Like, I'm sorry. You can't have all these guys out there. You can't have Mason Greenwood, Rashford, Bruno, and Ronaldo. You cannot do it. The
best thing they did is at the end of the game, they switched to a 4-3-3.
Yes.
They switched to a 4-3-3. They put Cavani in the middle. They put Ronaldo left. Granted, on that play, obviously adjustments happened, right?
Yes.
That's how it works. But when they did a bunch of weird subs, I don't know what Sole's drunk. Finally, though, they did that 4-3-3, and I was like, okay, how about we just keep this and just let it ride right now? And it did, and it worked out.
it's just weird to me. It's like, dog, you have good midfielders. Like you have good midfielders. They're gonna keep possession.
They got to literally sub in Pogba and Cavani. Oh my god, dude!
Like you have good midfielders. You have a good number 9. You have wingers. Let them like. Why are you trying to force this situation with a 4-2-3-1? Let them play football. It's a 4-3-3. Literally, the only reason they're running that formation is because it's EPL. Yeah. If it was any other country, they would be like, yeah, we're just going to run a 4-3-3. Like, what are you talking about? They're good players. If you have good players, you run a 4-3-3, dude. If you have scrubs, yeah, run a 4-2-3-1 and like hope something happens. But you have good players, dude. Like Bruno Fernandes is good. He's a sabotager, but he's good. As soon as Cavani came in, I see Bruno Fernandes. I'm like, dog, can you scoot back? Like, stop trying to be all up in the mix, dude. Like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I like Bruno deeper. I don't really like him super advanced. I like him deeper.
His assist for Rashford was amazing. I'll give
it was. He has a good foot and he can do a nice play. Sometimes he's kind of annoying a little bit, but it's all
he's a sabotager on the low. But credit to Man U, they really needed that win.
Bad. They were about to be last. If they lost, they would have been last in the group.
Yeah. Now, you know,
Atalanta's jerseys are kind of hard and low.
On the low.
I think it was just that what's her name? The goddess, right? The goddess on the gold symbol for the goddess Atalanta, whatever her name is. Like, I don't know. It looked fresh on there. It looked cool.
Don't let Kanye see it. Actually, I just want to do the Kanye picture. I don't want to put a jersey. I just want to do the Kanye picture.
Very down for that.
What'd you say?
I'm very down for that. I can't wait to make that. I can't wait to make that thumbnail.
But yeah, you know, it's just crazy. Like, it just kind of blows my mind that somebody's gonna say that Messi's better than Ronaldo. Dude, I'm sorry, dude. Like, but there's a part of
Ronaldo's impact already. Look at the impact he's had already. Yeah, I know he lost some games, but look, they've been rough. But look at the impact he's made already. Regardless, you say like. Would you say the impact has been the same for Cavani and Messi at the PSG? No.
I just really feel like I feel like the only way somebody can say that is if they never watched another sport. I feel like you and I especially, and obviously there's other people that only watch soccer that love Ronaldo more than Messi, but probably some of the people are just fanboys. But I feel like for me, having like watch sports where you have to be a really, really good athlete. Like you have to be the peak level athlete to succeed in this sport. I can appreciate Ronaldo more than somebody who like thinks Carlos Puyol is like the greatest thing ever.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, yeah, but like this dude is not, I'm using him as an example, you know, not like I ever watched him play, but like, you know, when you're watching sports where it's like the athleticism is what gets you there, then you have to have the mindset and then the right systems, whatever. You can appreciate Ronaldo more than you can just appreciate somebody who like is fast, is short, and like learned how to dribble well. You know what I mean? And just like, absolutely. I don't know, like I don't want to downplay Messi. I love Messi as a player. He's a baller, but like
YNW Messi.
I can't compare Ronaldo and Messi. I'm just like, nah, dude, Ronaldo, like scoring that header at the end of the match like that, like this is somebody, he can do everything. How do you compare that to somebody that can't do everything?
I think it's a feat of magnificence or whatever when you see that. Like seeing Ronaldo do that twice already this year, it's bonkers to me. Like I still think the last one to me is crazier just because it was so late in the game. And I know the traditional Ronaldo tired face is when he has like that red face or whatever next to his eyes get all red.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh, he's dead tired. But to see like that's just the last bit of the sauce, like it's all of it right there. Like, and it was so funny at the end of the game, he's like yelling at the ref to blow the whistle. So funny. Because I was like, he's literally like us. Like, I get so mad if I see like this 5-minute mark and it's 5:42. I'm like, blow the whistle.
Caesar, I swear to God, if I'm a soccer player,
I'm screaming. I'm like, I want to get in the damn game.
I'm gonna get all my yellow cards from that.
Yeah. I don't. But what are you doing? I'm like, you get paid per second. Get the damn game over. Yeah, I was dying.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. Ronaldo just, coming through at the end. And I really just hope Ole, please just play a 4-3-3, dude. Like, I don't care if you put right-footed Rashford on the right side. He'll be fine. or put Greenwood. Caesar's. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so happy I remember this. Gabe Marcotti or whatever.
Oh,
I heard him
ESPN.
out of his mouth say that Man U should start Mason Greenwood at center forward. No cap in my rap. No cap in my rap. No cap in my rap.
Has he ever seen him play?
No cap. I was like, are we joking here? Like, this is the guy that gets to get paid? He said, I want to see them put Mason Greenwood at central striker.
It's like this. I want to end the show. Like, I can't. I literally can't, dog. I literally can't. If you've watched Mason Greenwood play for 5 minutes, he's the least center dude of all time. He's the most winger player of all time. He even runs like a winger. Like, he's so like narrow bodied. He's such a winger. It's disgusting. Like, that's a real winger right there, sir. It is not a damn center forward bone in his body. He has
not in his body.
He has no center forward striker base at all. He has no base for that.
He doesn't even know who Didier Drogba is. He'll be like, who?
No, he plays FIFA.
But, I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. He definitely doesn't know how the life is. He never watched Dzeko play for real.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. What's his name? These people at ESPN FC blow my mind sometimes.
They're the worst.
Okay, Champions League over. I was gonna say the standings really fast, but let me do it. PSG's top of the group, 7 points. Man City's behind them with 6. Club Brugge still in the mix with 4 points. Liverpool's leading their group, Group B, 9 points. Atleti and Porto got 4. So maybe Atleti be in Europa. Your boys at Milan, although they have the next Ronaldo, Rafael Leao, they're on 0 points.
Come on, Milan.
Ajax at the top of the group, Group C, with 9 points, 3-0-0. BVB sitting on 6 points and Sporting on 3, but Shaktar is not doing anything with Kyle Larin. Top of Group D, Sheriff. Let's leave that group alone. Just joking. They're tied with Real Madrid on points with 6. And Inter has 4. Shaktar has 1. So it's still up for grabs in that group. Group E, Bayern, 9 points after 3 matches. Benfica, 4. And Barcelona now has 3. Group F, Man U, top of the group, 6 points. Atalanta and Villarreal tied with 4. And the young boys, have 3 points. Group G, not even worth saying, but I will. Salzburg, top of the group with 7 points. Sevilla with 3, Lille with 2, and Wolfsburg with 2.
Salzburg with the best warm jerseys I've seen. Them doing hard body.
I have not seen them, but I'm sure
you should see their away jerseys. It's like a bunch of water waves everywhere. It's really cool.
Water whipping?
Yeah, water whipping in the kitchen.
Okay, in Group H, Juve, Chelsea, Zenit. Juve, top of the group, 9 points. Chelsea with 6, Zenit with 3, and Malmo with the same amount of points as Milan, 0. Really quick, because we're wrapping this up. Ansu Fati signed a extension going to 2027. 5-year contract. They're saying, $1 billion buyout clause. Those things mean nothing. But we'll see what happens with that. On the low, I'm like, damn, Barca, like, let him have a good season, then, transfer him out for some bread, homie, because damn, dog, y'all are struggling.
Y'all gotta be in the business of flipping, not investing.
Like, I was quickly.
Why would you lock up Gavi? I would definitely not lock up Gavi yet. I'd wait.
Like, I was trying to think of like some like winger you could bring in for the cheap.
They should bring in St. Maximin. That'd be great.
Ooh,
that'd be fun, dog. That'd be so lit.
Dog, bring in St. Maximus. They were saying, what's funny? They were saying Dembele wants to go to Newcastle. I don't know if that's true.
I'm so down. Yeah, go. You can go. I'm down to Dembele. It's over.
But like,
I want St. Maximus with a Gucci headband doing 850 step overs so they can call Ronaldinho V2. I'm so down, please.
That would be so fresh.
He literally said his 2 favorite players coming up as a kid was Ronaldinho and Robinho. I'm like, you're a real one for saying Robinho. Like, you're a real certified Brazil fan if you said Robinho.
Wait, who said that?
St. Maximus.
Oh, that's gangster.
He said he said as a kid, all he loved was on Ronaldinho. I was like, oh, that's cool.
That would be fresh. They're not that cool though.
No, but that'd be hard. They never do the moves they're supposed to that we tell them to do, but they won't
ever. But yeah, I guess that's good for Ansu Fati in Barcelona. And also,
Ansu almost had a nice goal too.
He played well against Valencia. Actually,
He did. That was a good game to watch. That was a good game.
That was a good game actually. What's the name? Clasico coming up early Sunday morning. And I'm kind of excited for it. I looked it up. Right now, Real Madrid is sitting second in the league, La Liga, with a game in hand on Real Sociedad, and Barcelona is sitting seventh. They both have only played 8 matches.
But the gap between seventh and second is like really small, right?
Yes. So don't make me flip.
Come on, dog.
Don't make me flip this back.
In 3 hours. Come on.
Caesar, why are you trying to act like you wasn't in here making it longer to dropping rap bars?
This thing you're wearing is the worst shit ever.
You
look like a ghetto ass toad.
You need to go to bed right now. Okay, yeah, Real Madrid has 17. Okay, this is what I found kind of crazy though. That shit hot as hell. Real Madrid, like the way that we've seen them in the league, like they've been playing really well, and Barcelona's like been bad, but they're only 2 points separating them. Their record, Real Madrid's record is 5-2-1. Barcelona's 4-3-1. Now, granted, Real Madrid has scored 22 goals. Barcelona's only scored 14, but Real Madrid has given up 10 while Barcelona's given up 8. So this match is a big deal, and it could be really good for Barcelona. They'll obviously be up there in the mix in the top 4 if they win this match. They'll have more points than Real Madrid.
I'm excited for the Clasico. I want to see it.
Yeah, like given that we don't have the big players, like I'm happy that it's early and it like actually is meaningful.
I agree.
But Real Madrid has been dominating the Clasico in the past few seasons. So
Vinicius been balling in them.
They literally had Mariano Diaz score on them with Messi there.
It all started when Ronaldo did that move on PK. It just was downhill from there.
Run away from it, baby. Anyway, episode 225. Glad for that 7-minute episode. I remember when it was light outside.
Look at the street.
Caesar, I said 7-hour episode.
I mean, clearly, though. This file about to be crazy to export.
Caesar, first of all, you talk to hell.
I'm not doing no damn notepads on this one. This is a free base episode.
You're not gonna put the notepads?
No, I'm not gonna go search and do 2 hours and put.
Caesar, can you do some just random crazy stuff on the YouTube video? Just
okay. I'm gonna throw in Easter eggs.
Caesar, just do random stuff, please.
Okay. I'm gonna do Easter eggs, so when you watch, you're gonna be dying laughing.
Throw memes and just like stuff in there, dog. Just be reckless, dog. Please.
Okay, I have free reigns to mess around.
Yes, dude. Yes. Really? I'm gonna put Kanye in that white mask on the.
Okay, I've never had a place like just free reign po. I'm gonna go wild on there.
Caesar, please get us our account suspended on YouTube.
Okay, that'd be fun.
What's the name? Episode 225. We made a podcast. Make sure you holler at us and Ceez, make sure you clip that bar you had. Holler.